Arizona suburb of Glendale. So this was the scene a moment ago. The Cardinals emerging from their tunnel, and we are ready for football as the Cards get set to match up with the Detroit Lions. Two 1-1 teams here, each looking to move over 500, and we're underway here in Week 3. Fielded near the back of the end zone. The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
Andy Isabella on the return. The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 34-yard line.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. A first carry for Kenyon Drake. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. 2nd down.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
On 2nd down, it's Drake. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a 1st down.
Well, there's someone that is running the football with a big smile on his face. That's Kenyon Drake, because you remember last year he was in Miami, wasn't getting many carries, not a lot of success, but in midseason ended up in Arizona and became a huge weapon for the Cardinals. 8 touchdowns the second half of the season, utilized really well. Big-time skilled player who can run it and catch it out of the backfield. He has finally found a home and a place for his talents.
A gain there of 21 yards.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius, understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball, and puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
On 1st down, Drake. And some space here. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Kenyon Drake, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Cardinals have taken the early lead.
I think it's fair to say there's nothing that gets a crowd to its feet quite like a big play, and that was something special there. Boy, was he moving.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards. So just give me a second here, because when he shifted into high gear, he was an absolute blur out there. No substitute for speed. We talk about that all the time. The evidence was right there.
Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and it's now a 7-0 game.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Stafford and the Lions now have it 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
First carry for DeAndre Swift.
Yeah, he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
It always helps when you get great run support from your safeties, and when you get one who can actually read the play and get upfield and shut it down before it gets going, that's exactly what you're looking for.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Throwing is Stafford. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. 19 yards the pickup there. Move the chains. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1.
Detroit.
On 1st down, Stafford here. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
A CD, so often we talk about quarterbacks holding on to the ball too long. We can't say that there. He had no time to do much of anything.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Stafford. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Another 18-yard gain. They had 18 on the previous snap as well. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Back to the running game with Swift.
And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. They run with Adrian Peterson, the second active leading rusher in the NFL. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. They'll get 4 on 2nd down, but it leaves them with 3rd and still 9 to go. Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now, 3rd and long. A shotgun snap for Stafford. Now they're staring at a 4th down as Arizona's defense does its job.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted. But I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yeah.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
And now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They had the touchdown on the opening drive of the ball game. It was countered by just a field goal, so, hey, if your guys can do that for 4 quarters, you're in good shape.
Yeah, it is a team game, so that's just good complimentary football. But, you know, I know I'm no brainiac, but you trade 6s for 3s, things are going to work out in your favor.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Cardinals 7, Lions 3.
Now on 1st down, Drake again. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
A loss of a yard.
On 2nd and 11 now. Murray, and that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, Murray. That ball complete to Isabella. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Excellent play there on 3rd down. Give him 25 yards.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Murray a give. This is Drake.
And the result here, a pick up of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
From the 41, Murray escaping the pressure right. Trying to force it to Hopkins, and it's intercepted. It's Desmond Trufant, a young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first?
From the gun, here's Swift.
He'll get only a couple down to the 44.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Got a man over the middle, and it's complete.
Complete to Jamal Adams.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time, they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. An 18-yard touchdown grab, and the Lions have taken the lead. And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7.
Makes the score Lions 10, Cardinals 7.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick.
Taken about 7 yards deep. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
At their own 22-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive, followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Shotgun now from Murray. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. Trey Flowers, the former Arkansas Razorback, in there to get him. 2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. He and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
He's got daylight. Touchdown, Cardinals. Christian Kirk, 87 yards. And the Cardinals have retaken the lead.
For as big and strong as some of these guys are, especially when you see them in full pads, it is sometimes hard to appreciate how truly fast they can move. That was incredible.
Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away.
Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Touchdowns on back-to-back drives. So a very good flow right now offensively.
Hard to slow them down, too, because they are locked in. Feel like the offense coordinator's a little bit ahead of the defensive guys right now. They're beating them to the punch with their play calls. They've got a nice rhythm they're locked into. How can the defensive guys come up with something that'll disrupt that flow? That's what they're seeking right now.
Well, it's been a hit. He lost the football. Stafford puts it on the ground. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. Stafford. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Byron Murphy. It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the first half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now, showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double their efforts to make him even more frustrated.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Darren Lee picks it. And the return just out across the 15 to the 16-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And the Lions first down.
They run again on first down. Peterson. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. On 2nd and 12, Stafford.
They'll try and set up the screen to Swift.
Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. Third and 15 here after the first and second down plays went the wrong direction. A quick toss outright, and he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. The Cardinals forced to burn their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half.
On 4th down, the Lions trot out their new punter for 2020, Jack Fox.
As he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10.
At their own 35-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively off. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down.
And the number one mission of any offensive line, you got to protect that quarterback, keep him safe back there. This time, the rush got to him in a hurry.
Going deep for Hopkins. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. There'll be Lions football to start the second half, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports.
Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
Take over 1st and 10. At their own 18.
Stafford and the Lions now have it 1st and 10 at their own 18. He'll drop to throw. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. Second down.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
Back to the air. Stafford on second down. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep two eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting two hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could have...
And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Corey Peters slipping in and getting the sack.
I remember when I was a kid and all I wanted was a nickel so I could get that soda down at the fountain. And guess what? The nickel came into play well. 5 defensive backs, they covered well, allowed for the sacks.
Sodas were a nickel when you were a kid?
No, I just needed the extra nickel so I could pay the proper price.
How much were they? A dime? What were they?
15 cents.
It's a 40-yard punt, but they lose yardage on the return. And that will come the offense as they take over.
At their own 48-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
How about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a first down.
And there's the beauty of Kyler Murray, because we all know he can get it done through the air. Terrific right arm, and nowadays we don't even talk about his height anymore. He's shown that he can see downfield and make throws, but he also possesses wide receiver speed. He can call his own number or scramble and turn it into a big play as well.
And Murray in trouble here, and down he goes. Romeo Okwara able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon.
And that's his second sack of the game, but this player, disruptive in all phases, whether he's going upfield, coming underneath, you name it. He's a big-time guy you have to block.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down.
Murray throwing complete there to Hopkins.
And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 23. That one goes for 24 yards.
First and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Murray now on first down. Flushed out right. And now he'll tuck it and run. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit, because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into his windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception. Really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's a better man.
He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. It would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great...
And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Kenyon Drake, his second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And the Cardinals now adding on to their lead. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and that makes it a 21-10 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They'll look to make some inroads here, trailing 21-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Stafford. And he's got his man in stride, complete. Touchdown, Detroit. A big play there. his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Lions have got it back to a one-score game. So now Stafford will bring up the Lions, and they'll go for two. They'll let Peterson try and run it in. And he will get into the end zone to cut the lead a little bit further. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick.
Fielded near the back of the end zone. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like you have green on that play.
That's some good hard running there as he'll push his way forward for about 5. Call that a gain of 5 as the clock ticks inside of 2 minutes to go now in the third.
2nd and 5.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Murray now to throw. That's going to be blocked by Kirk. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Nice catch there by Christian Kirk. Had 709 yards and 3 touchdowns in the 2019 season. I expect those numbers to continue to climb. This is a guy who can play in the slot, play outside, but the number one thing about him, absolute explosiveness, especially after he catches the ball downfield. If you don't make the tackle right there, he's going to take it a long way.
Running, it's Drake. And some room to roam now. The 40, 20, 10, 5, and he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Kenyon Drake, 65 yards. And the Cardinals push further out in front. Go ahead and give him the hat trick. He's been in the end zone now 3 times.
You toss your fedora first, okay? You go ahead and do that. But let's be honest about it. That third one, that's the most spectacular run he's had in the ball game. It's almost as if he's been playing his own game of, can I top this? And each run has been more spectacular than the last.
They're on 25-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
Back to the ground. This time it's Peterson. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Operating from the gun, Stafford. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. He'll get a dozen there, and the Lions have a first down.
First down, Lions.
From the gun, Stafford. Throwing deep for Galladay. And he fires one that's intercepted.
Picked off by the rookie Isaiah Simmons.
And he'll bring this one back to the 29. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out.
On the pickup.
On second and a couple. Murray going deep for Hopkins. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Cardinals. DeAndre Hopkins, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Cardinals will extend their lead. I know this defense knew it coming into the game, Charles, and they know it even more now. DeAndre Hopkins is a tough cover.
And anytime you see him out there and there's less than double or triple teaming him, take a shot with him. Just what you're talking about. If he's such a tough cover, one guy's not going to get it done. Throw the ball out there. Let him go get it.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
Stafford and the Lions now have it 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
Out of the gun, he'll throw. On Stafford for the 3rd time is intercepted. Picked by Deontay Thompson.
He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
Hey, it's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept the pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
On 1st and goal, Drake.
And the Cardinals are going to be set up with a 1st and goal as good running gets them down to about the 4-yard line.
A pickup of 4 on 1st down. It'll be 2nd and goal.
2nd and goal.
Flush to his right. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. Dan Arnold, his 1st touchdown of the new season. And the Cards use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. And the lead is now 24.
That's the score. Cardinals 42, Lions 18.
Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers.
We've seen that the deep ball has been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
2nd and 10, Stafford again.
So that time, Charles, quarterback helpless really in the pocket in the face of a pass rush like that. They were on him instantly.
And it appears that this was just a letdown from the offensive line, but they do have a tough job because if you're a big tackle out there on the perimeter, sometimes you don't have the agility to keep up with the defensive end who's looking to wreak havoc in the backfield, and he got there and put his man on the ground.
And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad.
That's going to be caught by Kirk for a Cardinals touchdown. Christian Kirk, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Cards use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Now, this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away.
This taken in about 4 yards deep. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, you know, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And if we kept having a rough patch, he said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here.
And the Lions first down.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Play action. Stafford. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Operating from the gun. Stafford. The Cards get to him here. He's brought down for a sack. Chandler Jones in there for the sack, and it's an important one from a personal standpoint, as that is sack number 100 in what has certainly been a terrific career to this point. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he'll get this only to about the 38 as they stop him a few yards shy of the line to gain. It'll be a gain of 12, but it will also lead to 4th down. On 4th down, Stafford. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late, but he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed, I did, my good man. Well, yes, that's his 3rd touchdown catch, which is very impressive, but on the scoreboard, they're still struggling.
So safe to say that without him, my goodness, yikes, they are in major league trouble. He's doing his best to try and keep them in the game.
So it will no doubt be a miracle comeback from here, but let's see what they can do starting with the onside kick. And the Cardinals hands team able to secure the football. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
Trey Flowers there on the tackle. Back to throw it. Murray eluding the pressure right. The hook up on the right side to Hopkins. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 23 yards the pickup there.
1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20.
Murray going to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. DeAndre Hopkins, the Pro Bowler, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
They'll run with Drake. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10. Here's Murray. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
The field goal, a 36-yard attempt.
Gonzalez's kick is good, and their lead will swell up to 28. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know, in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't...
Oh, a hit. He lost the football. Stafford puts it on the ground. But I believe a Lion was there to recover it. Yes, they will indeed keep possession.
The fumble on first down. Now here's second down.
From the gun, Stafford completing it here to Marvin Jones. And what are the whistles for? A timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Stafford. He's going to let it fly. And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 16. And that will write a finish to this ball game. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.